Going on, everybody? This is Al from PlaybookGamer.com. And in the last Dynasty video, we took on Ohio for the divisional crown, and we ended up getting the big win, 52-23. As you could tell by the box score, we were just consistent offensively every single quarter. We would score twice every single quarter, and they just couldn't keep up with us. So we are division champs once again, back-to-back. But we got one more game left in the regular season, and that is against Kent State. It's another road game. They've won 2 in a row, but they're 4-6. They got the same talent as we do. You look at their stats, they don't do anything really well outside of their total defense is okay. Their turnover differential's okay, but offensively, they can't do anything right. So hopefully we can take care of business and finish up the regular season strong with the win. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll speed this up. Let's look at some uniforms. Pretty cool looking. I always love the blue and yellow combination. Just a good little combo. But this has looked pretty good. They have an alternate. They do. They got the yellow pants. I think I'm going to go with their default just because we wear yellowish pants, if that makes sense. I know technically we wear gold pants, but either way, it looks like they got some players hurt. I have not looked at their roster. I don't know what they have. We're going to check that here in a minute. But hopefully we can finish this regular season strong and get ready for the conference title game against, more than likely, Eastern Michigan. We're going to check that at the end of the video. We're going to check a lot of things at the end of the video. All right, night game. Been a while since I played in this stadium. I did a Dynasty with them many, many years ago and had a lot of fun with it. Looks like they got a pretty normal stadium. Now, it's super cold. Would be nice to have a snow game. It's been a long time since I've done that. But there's the division standings. We have locked up the East. Great looking uniforms. At least they look the part. But they're having a really bad season. Hopefully we don't have a letdown today. They're going to highlight Gardner. 3rd in the conference in yards. 2nd in the country in touchdowns. But as a freshman, he has done everything we could ask of him. And no, his last name is not Williams. It is Gardner. I love that glitch in this game. They're going to pick us to win. Let's go to the coin toss. We'll go here, and we want it. I want the ball to start a second half. We will check out their roster, see what we are dealing with. Starting off, quarterback, pocket passer. This kid, he's the one I broke a lot of records with many years ago. But he is a pocket passer. His backup can run at least a little bit. Thankfully, they don't have any impact halfbacks. They got 3 guys that are about the same. So a solid group here for them, but I think they're going to throw the ball quite a bit. As you can tell, they don't have much of fullback. They got an impact wide receiver, and 78, 78, 76, 72. So they are definitely a spread offense, as you can tell by all these decent receivers they have. So a good-looking group. You look at their tight ends, not a whole lot here. Both of them are really slow. They're both blockers. You look at their offensive line, 80, 76, 72, 84, and their right tackle is out, and hopefully we could take advantage of, I guess, this guy who's going to be playing today. So not much up front. Probably one of the reasons why they've been having struggle in scoring the ball this year. Look at their defense. I think they're a 3-4 team. I don't know what makes me think that. I should know this already. They're in our division. We played them last season. I just don't remember. But you look at their defensive ends, 80 and 72. This guy's a humongous defensive end, so that's what makes me think that. Defensive tackle, pretty solid up the middle. Then a bit of a drop-off after their number 1 guy. You look at their linebackers, 76, 80, and again, I think they maybe run a 3-4, so I'm going to talk about this kid right here. True freshman, 78 overall, 82 speed. Would love to have him playing middle linebacker for us. You know, that's been a weakness on our defense last 2 seasons. And they have an impact right outside linebacker, so it'll be curious to see how we handle those linebackers. Now, they got an impact corner who looks incredible, 89 overall, 94 speed, and he got 78, 74. Look at their free safety situation. Incredibly bad. The number 1 guy is out for a week, so we got lucky there. And they got a sophomore behind him who looks dreadful. You look at their strong safety situation. Same ordeal. Imagine having your 2 starting safeties out and you don't have much behind them. So we got to take advantage of that somehow today. Kicker, below average. Punter, really bad. He's a freshman, but he's about as bad as you can get. So let's get this show on the road. They got 2 impact guys back there, so I'm going to kick it straight. Actually going to be about a perfect kick for our quarterback, or our kicker, who's not the best in the world. And we're going to have, wow, an onside kick. That's cool. I wasn't expecting that. I'm expecting a lot of passing today. So let's do a zone blitz since they got a hanging tight end. We're going to flip that. We'll do something like this. Picked up the blitz pretty well. Great tip by corner. He barely got a finger on this thing. Look at this. Oh, man. So one of the best things about Kent State is the AstroTurf, or the artificial turf. This is my favorite kind of field to play on. I just think it looks good in this game. Ooh, I better do this. They may do off-tackle run. They're going to pass it, going QB draw. Nowhere really to go. He's not the fastest quarterback in the world, so that makes it, what, 3rd and 7? I'm going to go nickel. We're going to go cloud, and I'm going to go after this cat. Let's see if I can do a number on 75 today. They're going gun two-back slot. I love that formation. Going QB draw again, and he didn't get it. So 2 QB draws, that makes a whole lot of sense. Maybe they just have a terrible offensive coordinator. Maybe that's why their offense has been struggling this year. Either way, we got to stop. We're going to get on offense for the first time and see if we can score out of the gate. Again, I love the aesthetic of the whole place here. This would be another good dynasty to get into. Somebody get a block on the left. That was a hanging... Wow, that kid's quick. That punt took forever to get there. So that makes it what? We're on the left hash. I'm going to try triple from Twins. And they are 3-4. So I need to be mindful of that. See how well we can run to the outside today. Let's cut up field. Interesting little play with Jackson. I could have kind of given it to my B-back on that one. There was a bit of a hole. But I'm glad I kept it. We was able to make a good play with Mr. Jackson. Let's go. I'm going to run basic power out of normal. And they got both of their impact guys over there. So I got to remind myself, I probably need to run to the right a lot today. Just to kind of stay away from those two guys. Can we get to the outside with Gardner? That's a face mask. Thank you. That's going to be what? 15 yards? Nope, a 5-yarder, which is fine. Well, we'll accept that. Now I'm going to try to attack those safeties if I can. Let's try to do play action. If they go zone, that would be great. If not, they're going man. Looks like they are. Would love to hit Williams, possibly. That was a mistake, probably. Ooh, incredible catch, Williams. I was not expecting that. That safety caught up to that ball pretty quickly. You go back and look at this. I'm staring at this strong safety, and he kind of stays down. You notice right there, notice how he comes down like that? And I think, oh, well, deep shot. But he caught up with it pretty quickly, but it ended up being just a great throw by Jackson. I wonder if I can get a good thumbnail. Not up that dude's armpit, but maybe something like this, possibly. Something like that would be pretty cool. Let me see if I can go ahead and get that thumbnail while I'm here. Really nice. Great play. And that's a good start to the game. We stopped them. We went right down the field and scored. Let's kick an extra point. And we'll get back on defense and try to do the same thing. That's one other thing the next guys, the ones who work on all the textures, may want to look into is start updating cheerleaders to get to the point where we're running out of things to update. I know we want to update the same uniforms every single season and whatnot. I kind of get that, but that's just another little small thing that I assume is highly editable. They are going 4 wide. I'm going to go quarters out of nickel. Do something like this. Looks like they're going gun tight. Play action. Ow. I went for the SWAT and just didn't work. That makes it, what, 1st and 10? They're on the left hash. I'm going to go back to 4-2-5, cover 3. Let's see if I can play a little bit better on this one. I guess we're going to do something like this. Not sure why McNeil's doing that. He just got ran over. He's going to pick up, what, 4 or 5 there? Going 5 wide here. I'm actually going to go dime. If I can find it, let's go quarters. I actually may go after the quarterback on this one myself, because I'm expecting a pass here. But he had all day to throw. I wasn't able to get around that tackle. That's a good stop, so that makes it, what, 3rd and 8. I'm going to go back to Cloud. Would love to get a stop here. We'll spread back out again. Hopefully that halfback goes out for a pass and not comes in to protect. Get around him. Get around him. Oh, that's a good play right there. He got it down. He got the foot down. My impact corner just was way too far out. He waited way too long. I almost wanted to take him over right there, but I chose not to. I probably would have messed that up anyways. But anyway, good play by the receiver. Well, it's not what we want. Well, let's go zone blitz. It said they was going, I hate when they do that. It says they was going 1 tight end. I just got destroyed. Get him there. Killer sack right there by Carter. By who else? That's what, his 12th sack on the season? It's something close to that. I'm glad I blitzed when I did. Ended up working out anyways. I'm going to bump and run somebody over here. I'll just do a basic, yeah, that's fine. So that makes it, what, 3rd and 9? No, 3rd and 16. Where am I at? I'm going to try Cloud again. The key is just trying to get to the quarterback quick enough with your front 4. If you can do that, this is as good as a play as you can ask for. But you still got to execute. Like, there we go. Just a little bit better. There we go. That's finally I was able to get around that tackle. That may be a good thumbnail. Something like this. Oh, that looks like something like that. That quarterback getting annihilated right here. Kicker, or the quarterback, looks kind of weird. I wonder if this may be a good one right here. Forgive me for taking some time doing this. Do not look. There we go. Maybe something. I don't know. I didn't feel very comfortable with any of that. Honestly, I was hoping to get a decent thumbnail. That didn't work out. So let's get, hopefully, a stop right here. I'm expecting him to make it. Even with the adjusted sliders for the CPU kickers, this still should be a chip shot. Shift it. Shift. Oh, barely got it in. That's more realistic, though. At least it wasn't like a 70-yard bomb like we have been seeing. So we kept him out of the end zone. That's what matters. So let's get back on offense and see if we can get another touchdown. We should get a decent return here if we can get a block or two. Unfortunately, Carter is kind of gassed. Did you notice he was kind of slowing down a little bit right there? I'm going to try. We can stay in normal. Let's go power option. And again, I might have to do some more up the field stuff. I keep thinking I shouldn't be doing. Just no. I'm glad I didn't pitch it there. That was going to be a big cluster. Just nobody blocked right there, though. So that makes it what? 2nd and 11? I have an idea. I'm going to go play action. And we're going man 3-4. What formation am I using? Let's just stick with it. I'm just going to run. Garner's kind of open. I try to get the first down with Jackson. It was close, but not close enough. So that's 3rd and 1. I'm going to run basic power. Please don't go goal line on me. They're going 5-2. I'm going to try to run to the right and just pick up the first. Ooh, Justin. Got to be patient there. Good job by their defense pushing back my tight end. That kind of messed things up. But I was able to get around the guy just enough. Oh, okay, so let's go play action. It worked the last time. They're going back to man again. Better be careful. Unfortunately, I think everybody on the left side is getting defended by an impact player. Nope. He's not. He's open. Open enough, maybe. Incredible catch by Newell. So I thought that the impact linebacker was covering you well, but he wasn't. It was the safety, and that's who we want to attack, those safeties. Great little play right there. I'm going to do double ISO from wide. I'm curious to see. Okay, they're going 3-4. I'm curious to see if this play works against this 3-4. I'm going to go back to the right. Just no body block. I was hoping, trying to cut up that B gap, and that didn't work. So that makes it what? 2nd and 12? Let's go back to triple. Back to 3-4. They flipped a linebacker at least. Lets me go to the left. Nothing up the middle. Kind of panic there. Just don't fumble it there. So something really weird happened up the middle. We'll have to go back and look at it. Besides my blunder of a pitch, whatever that was. Go back and look at it. Something slowed down. Oh, so that's what happened. My quarterback got tripped up by my center for getting pushed back so much. I'm surprised he didn't get tackled right there, or he didn't fall. Thankfully, that's why I guess I got spooked and I handed the ball off or pitched it. So we're on the 6. Let's just keep it simple. And we may have to... Okay, they're going goal line. That's what I kind of figured. I'm going to go to the left. Get to the outside. He broke the tackle, but that impact corner still made a good play there. Let's just call the same thing, more or less. I'm going to go power. I'm going to the left because they got an extra defender on the right. And our strength is on the left anyways. Oh, I guess that was their linebacker from before. Either way, we scored. Good little play there. Gardner. Man, what a great find for us. And he was what? I guess he was a 3-star when we got him. Something like this will be a pretty good one right there. That's a good thumbnail. That may be our thumbnail of the day. So we'll get back on defense, try to slow him down again, or at least keep him out of the end zone. Remember, stay to the end of the video. I got to do some simulating. We're going to see like awards. So this is going to be kind of a longer video. Oh, no, never mind. We got the conference title game coming up. That's after the conference title week. So scratch all that. That'll be at the end of the conference title video. And this is a terrible kick. I hit the button extremely early. My bad. So they're going to get decent field position. Go get it at the 35. All right, it says they're going 3 wide receiver, 1 tight end. I want to try our zone blitz again. Our nickel blitz. We need a block on that tackle or some distraction. That didn't work. Intercept that. Just a bad throw, thankfully. That makes it, what, 2nd and 10? We'll stay in quarters. Or we'll go to quarters, but we'll stay in nickel. Do something like this. I may bumping around this number 1 here. Slow him down a little. Anybody coming over my side? Good job, Al. I don't think that was going to be completed anyways, but I'm glad I got the hand up. So it's 3rd and 10. Are they going with a humongous set, from what I can tell? A 1 wide receiver formation of some sort? And it's ace normal. None of that made sense. Maybe one of their tight ends is a fullback or something. I don't know. Or maybe they got somebody out wide. Get him off the back foot. Make a play, somebody. Wow, great catch. Somebody did. Unfortunately, it was their impact receiver. That's 2 big catches from him. So this kid's a stud. Whenever they throw in his direction, good things happen. So I'm going to go back to quarters. I'm going to bait this guy to a pick eventually. Play action. Good stop there. That makes it, what, 2nd and something? End of the first quarter, 14-3, a good quarter. They are on the move. I'm going to go back. We'll stay in cover 3, 4-2-5. Again, as much as they are throwing the day, just makes sense to run a lot of zone on them. Nobody open over here. I can't see who's on. Uh-oh. Oh, that's going out of bounds, thankfully. Thankfully, he didn't tip it back in. He kind of did, but that was a good play by my free safety. So it's 3rd and 6. So we're going to go back to Cloud. I think I've been mixing in pretty much all coverages you could think of in this game. I don't do a lot of cover 0 until we get like around the goal line. But I mix in a little cover 1. Just kind of depends on who we're going up against. He's got all day to throw. That's a touchdown. Good play, pace. Unfortunately, I just couldn't get to the guy. So he had all day to throw, and I'm just waiting for him to do something. And he did. Pretty good throw. That was going to be a touchdown, except our impact safety got in the way just enough. So they're going to attempt a field goal. This is going to be another tough one. This will be, what, a 49-yarder? This kicker, he is okay. They got him as pretty deep. Oh, for some reason, I thought he had like a bad rating, but I guess that last field goal helped him. And that's a good one there. So he's still booting them. For him being a what? We can go back and look at this. He is technically a 65 overall, and he's still booting those things, especially that one. He had like another 10 yards on it. But we kept him out in the end zone. We're up 8. I'd like to get another touchdown. If we keep getting touchdowns and they keep getting field goals, then we'll be fine. Just nobody blocked. We are on the left hash. I'm going to try that play action again. I'm waiting for them to go zone on us. There we go. They're going zone. I'm just trying to think, how can I get after those safeties? We're going to do our rollout play a little bit later. Let's see if this works. Cover. Nope, that ain't cover 2. Nope, nobody's open. Kill the throw. Jeez, what a throw by Jackson. So a really weird play here. I had to improvise. When things go bad, you got to improvise. So New Wales is really killing it on the catching front. So they went cover 2 zone, but technically they went cover 3. I think that's cover 3 cloud or something close to that. It's a cover 3 of some sort, so it threw me off. So I'm thinking, okay, no big deal. It's a cover 3. I can go to my little out route. Thankfully, I didn't go to this other guy. Normally, he gets open against 3 or 4, but not in this particular play. So I'm like, no big deal. I'll just go to my out route. Unfortunately, he wasn't even open. That guy done a good job defending him. So I'm like, what do I do here? Well, let me run and see what happens. And as soon as that guy came up, or as soon as New Whale got close enough to get enough separation, I was able to make a throw. Great play, Jackson. Okay. I'm going to go slot, and I'm going to go triple. And they're going 3-4. I'd love to be able, and they're spreading out. It's like they're just daring me to just run up the middle. So I'm just going, but they made a perfect play on it. Even when I force it, that defensive tackle made the perfect play on it. Oh, well. So much for that idea. Let me try triple from here. They're going man 5-2. If they shift weird, and that's kind of a... What in the world? I don't know what that is. I'm going to try my wide receiver play. Now, I'm pretty sure I fixed this. Nope. Just all kinds of terrible. My wide receiver got stuck on Gardner. My right tackle got beat, and it was just one big mess after another. So that makes it what? 3rd and 11 on the 49. Ugh. I'm going to go vertical. They're going man. Unfortunately, the impact corner is on my guy right there. So I think I'm going to run it with Jackson just enough. Okay, so they went cover 1. Normally I go to that corner route, but I don't like that matchup. So I'm just thinking, who can I go to? I could just go to Jackson. He could just pick up the first down for us like that. So good play. We got out of a mess. I'm going to go tight. Maybe that'll force them out of their 3-4. Let's go tackle. Nope, they're still staying in it. And they're spreading out super hard too. Just so I can either my B-back's not good enough just to hand him the ball. I'm afraid he'll fumble it. So I got to figure out another way to go up the middle a little bit better. That's why I keep running a lot more triple than usual. I'm going to try a rollout. I'm worried about that impact linebacker, and he's blitzing, so I'm just going to run away from him. I'm going to get a first down with Jackson again. He's keeping us alive. Golly, incredible improv. So they blitz from this guy. That's why I didn't run to the right like I was supposed to. So I'm just going to run, and New Whale was open right there. That's my fault. Look who else was open. He was just, it is what it is. But we got the first. That's what matters. Like, I'm afraid to do a BB dive. Like, we can try it against just 3-4. But that defensive tackle is, like, really good. Let's go to the left. They're just plugging up that hole. I mean, there's just nothing up the middle. And as long as they can get any type of rush on the outside, we're going to have a hard time running on them. All of our success has really come from Jackson making a killer play with his legs or something else. Or a passing play. But they're getting out of that and they're going down. We're going to run basic option, get a block right there. I'm just going to keep it. No, I didn't mean to fake pitch it. I was trying to do a stiff arm. 1st and 10, so Jackson, he must be passed out by now. No, he's feeling pretty good. I'm going to go wide triple. I don't call this play super often. And now they pinch in like that. I'm going to go to the right. There was... Cut upfield. This kid's a stud. Just don't fumble it. So I think I missed my read. I was trying to read this guy right here, but I think I'm supposed to read this guy. This guard was what threw me off a little bit. I'm like, I just don't see a hole, so I think I made the right decision by keeping it. Now I'm just trying to cut upfield and make whatever play I can. So that is what? 2nd and 3. We'll just run basic halfback power until we can get in the end zone. We'll definitely run to the right. Stay away from those impact guys. Just get a block or two, everybody. 6 points. New Whale. This has been his game, and cool to see that. He's had 2 big catches, a touchdown run. Fun stuff. Like to see other people get involved. So now it's 20-6. Let's get an extra point. And we will get back on defense and figure out what to do there. This should go right down the middle. Keep holding the field goals. They can have as many as they want. But we're only up 2 scores. Technically. We're up 15. So this game is still possible to be super tight. Their wide receiver, we need to figure out something to do there because he's just kind of putting a number on us at the moment. So it's 2-minute drill time for Kent State. I'm going to go basic cover 3 from 4-2-5. Ace normal. I wish that other safety, Pace, I wish he'd come in closer, but you can't force him to do so with this play or from this formation. Sack. I thought he was going to get out of that. That was a really weird play. Somehow my defensive end got spooked or got turned around a little, just enough, but he was able to make a play on it, thankfully. So that is 2nd and forever. Normally, I would call a blitz here, but I don't want to have a soft cover 2 for them to work with. So we'll just keep everything in front of us and hope for a 3rd and long. That's a face mask. Ooh, I think they may have been out of bounds, thankfully. So it's 3rd and 8. Get a stop here. That gives us plenty of time to go down the field, try to score again. Let's see if I can get after this guy. Let me go to the outside on him, depending on what that fullback does. It's just, oh, there we go. Good sack. I was just kind of able to launch into him. I am not going to call a timeout. I'd rather keep all my timeouts for the drive. I'm fine with that. They're going to run this clock down for a little bit more. But we're going to... we went off sides. Good job. Now I'm going to have to call a timeout. I think the clock will run after this. So where are we? That's on the 31. So is the clock still running? And it is. So I got to call a timeout. Now they're forcing me to. I'm not going to let them have that extra 10 seconds. So let's go double cross again. Maybe this punter will shank it to either side and we can get a good return. Kind of hard to do that when you're up the middle. I mean, it can be done. That's a short punt. Get down. Oh, watch that. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I should have known that impact guy coming through. Of course, it's always the impact players to make the big plays like this. I should have fair caught it. So now we gave them incredible field position. And just like that, I mean, they can score a touchdown here, and it's a single possession game. Big mistake on my part. Intercept that. I think that's going out of bounds. Just enough. They're smart. Go to your best player. 2nd and 10. I'm going to try a zone blitz here. I'd love to get them in a 3rd and long, but they're going. Oh, why does it do that? It said they was going 3 wide. Quit doing that. Get him off the back foot. Great play by, I think that was McNeil. Look at the play over here. I thought we was going to get a sack right there. Look at this diving play. Oh my gosh. We're going to miss him next year. I'm here to tell you, our linebacking unit is going to look really rough if I don't recruit some better players in the offseason. Like, we don't have a whole lot behind McNeil. And we're playing a starting middle linebacker that don't need to be starting. No offense to him. We just don't have anybody else. Out of bounds, thankfully. So it's 4th and 10. They're going to try a field goal? Really? Now, if this 65 overall kicker blasts this thing, then I may have to revisit lowering those sliders again. At least that. Look at this. And, okay, so we're going to make that change. No 65 overall kicker should be making 60-plus yard kicks, and he just done that with ease. I know that was a 52-yarder, but he had like another 10 yards on it. So I'm going to lower that even more. But guess what? We kept him out of the end zone. Like we have been all day. 21-9. I'm going to try that rollout. We're going to go to the other side. They don't have their impact linebacker out there. That's helpful. I may do something like this just in case. They're going to cover 1. Get a new whale. Incredible. New whale. Insane ball player. Man, we're going to call a timeout, though. So, really weird. They went cover 1. Just threw it off my back foot. Man, New Whale is making all kinds of plays today. I'm going to call the same thing. I don't have another rollout play that's from drop back that I know of. Otherwise, I'd call it just to mix it up a little bit. But we're going to call the same thing, but we're going to flip it. They're coming through. I'm just going to run. I don't think they can keep up with me. We'll get out of bounds. So it's 2nd and 6. Let me see if we got corners. I'm going to flip corners. They're going zone. Kind of wish that dig was a post route now, but we're going to go to Carter on this one. Get a face mask. Boom! Nice. 1st down. That may be a 15-yarder. Just a 5-yarder, but we will accept it. We're on the 30. I'm going to go back to the rollout play. We're going to go to the left this time. And, of course, they put their best linebacker on the play side. It's just uncanny how the game understands that. Oh, watch out. Woo! Look who's making a play on that impact corner. Our passing game is unreal today. That was actually not a good idea for me to go to him. I should have went to New Whale. That was the better matchup. But Morris making a killer play. Again, they went cover 0. And he was only cover 0 beater I had outside of that flag route with New Whale. But thankfully, the guy went for the SWAT, which makes all the difference when he does that. So let's do something like that. That we'll get that thumbnail. So we get touchdowns, they get field goals. That's been kind of the name of the game so far in the first half. 42 seconds to go. There's only been one punt in the game. It was by them, and their impact linebacker forced a fumble on it. Otherwise, every single drive has been a score by either team. You don't see that too often. Well, depends on the teams you're going up against and your offensive prowess. And I've messed up again. Ow, golly. My kicking's off today. I'm just hitting the button way too early. No big deal. We're up. 19. No big deal. I just wish I would quit doing it. But that's just my fault. I just hit the button too early. So let's go back to quarters. This quarterback is good enough to make the play as long as he's got time to throw. Our front four needs to do something without my help. I'm going to give 5 yards there. They may call timeout, and they will. Look at Jackson, 6 for 6 today. Golly, incredible. Who had that on their Cinco card? Not me. I'm going to bump and run this bunch group right here with McNeil. Let's see if I can... Nope, that didn't work. Good job. Ow. I got a hand on it at the last millisecond. This is going to be a catch by that impact receiver. Good throw. But I got it just in time. So that makes it, what, 3rd and 5? I'll go back to Cloud, but they may... This is kind of foolish for me saying this, but they can actually run the ball here, but as you've seen already, they just don't want to run the ball at all today. Their offense would be much better if they snuck it in, but there it is. They actually went and ran it direct. So what? Again, anytime it's 3rd and 5, that CPU loves to do that. Loves to run it. He's got... Oh, look at this play right here. That was close. Great. Look at this quarterback pocket presence. This kid's decent. Look at that. Off the front foot. Just overshot it. 2nd and 10. I got to get out of this nickel just to give my nickel back a bit of a break before we put him back in. Do something like this. Good job. Just kind of, he threw it right in my direction. So it's 3rd and 10. I'm hoping I can get to this guy. Let's see if I can with Williams. Showers must be gassed. Get him. Oh, great. Oh, that's coming back. He may catch this, but great defense. He stopped it. I'm pretty sure it's a holding. They threw it at the line of scrimmage. Yes. We're going to go 4th and 10. They'll probably punt it, and they will. I'm going to go middle fan. This has been the longest half ever. Like, I'm almost 40 minutes into the video, and we're still in the first half. We're going to fair catch this one. I think that's a good idea. So it's 10 seconds to go. It's not worth trying to go down the field and do something. Our offense, I don't think it's good enough. And besides, we got a really good lead. So let's just take a knee. We'll go to the half. We'll regroup, and we'll get back out on the field. But a great half nonetheless. Our offense done their part. Our defense done their part. Just keeping them out of the end zone. That's the name of the game. Get in the end zone. Keep the other team out of the end zone. 28-9. Let's check out some stats. Let's go here. 297 to their 107. But it's been our passing game. Who would have thought we would have more passing yards than rushing yards with this big a lead? But they're doing a decent job on our run game. Unfortunately, their secondary is so bad because their safeties are so bad. Just everything's just really bad on that back end. For them, outside of that impact corner, he's pretty decent. But we've been able to give 4 sacks on him. We're 2 for 2 on 3rd down. We got the 1 turnover, and that was because that impact linebacker just made a good play. And I should have fair caught it. But you look at Jackson, 6 for 6, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns, running. He's leading in attempts and in yards. We just can't get him in the end zone yet, which is fine. He's getting in the end zone through the air, which is cool. But Gardner's got a touchdown, and Newell is having the game of his life. He's got 1 touchdown on top of 3 catches for 108 yards already. Gardner, Morris, and Williams all got receptions. You go to defense. Carter is leading in tackles, which is cool. Tackles for loss, Showers. And those are his 2 sacks. And we got a couple other sacks with Miranda and Carter. And as we saw at the beginning, heading into this game, their offensive line just isn't the best in the world. And it's showing. So let's get back on the field. Let's just take care of business and get out of here with the win. Get our 9th win of the season. I'm going to let that one go. Middle of the field, it's kind of tough to do anything on or with. I'm going to go triple from normal. They're going to go 3-4. And they're spreading out. So it makes you wonder, hey, just go up the field with the B back. We can do that. But that defensive tackle is just right there, just ready to pounce on you. I was almost about to do something different there, but let me go. I forget. You know, the original A-back runs from the flexbone formations aren't all that good. They're okay against the odd fronts, like this. So I may try that a little bit later. Just a great play by that linebacker. So that's what, 3rd and forever. I think I'm going to do the rollout. I'd rather take my chance of a Jackson trying to make a play with his legs. And they're going man. Just don't run spy on me. And they are, but that defensive end's not fast enough. That guy kind of is, though, but still going to get a first down. How many times have we done that today? Look at that, 80 yards for him. Insane. So while we're here, let's do that play action. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go option pass. Normally, this is an audible for me that I don't even use all that much, but I'm going to try something. Let's see if this works. We're going man. They're not going cover 0, and there's just nobody. Woo, okay, just keep running. That was all kinds of weird. So what I was looking for here, they're going man. These two outside routes, you got a go route with a Z receiver, and you got a crosser. If it's cover 0, I'm going to go over the top, but they went cover 2. So I'm like, okay, let me just run basic option. Unfortunately, I don't know what Gardner's doing here. He is just backing up, waiting to do something. I don't know. So I'm like, okay, well, now I'm behind McDaniel. So the whole thing's a bit of a mess. But somehow Jackson's able to sneak around and just get some yards, just being patient and try to improvise. That's been the name of the game today. I've just had to improvise a lot. And thankfully, Jackson's been on the good end of a lot of that. So I'm going to go wide here. And ooh, they crunched in. Good. Thank you. Ooh, great play by that corner. He blitzed. So that makes it what? It's 3rd and 3? I'm going to go power option. We'll let Jackson handle the situation. They're going 5-2. And they're sprinting out. Oh, gosh. Just cut up field. Incredible ball player. Man, this has been his game. Wow. I feel like he needs to get a thumbnail for the day. Just insane what he's been doing for us today. So I'm going to go back. We're going to try something like this with a guy trailing him. There you go. That's a good thumbnail. Again, I just feel like he's deserved it. He's had such a great game for us. So we are what? Right hash? I'm going to try play action again. We're going man. I want to really attack those safeties, but probably not going to happen on this play. Cover 1, I'm fixing to get blasted. Got to run with Jackson again. Ooh, that was not a good idea. Thankfully, he didn't get hurt. So we got some yards out of that. So it's 2nd and 4. I'm going to give him a bit of a break. Looks like him and Gardner are out. I'm going to go tight, but they're going to go right to 3-4. I was hoping I'd force him out of it, and that didn't work. I'm going to run to the left. Just nobody picked up that guy. Not a single person. I don't know what Cruz was doing there. He's like my number 2 tight end, but he just went straight up the field. So it's 3rd and 8. Here's what's been helping us today. The rollout. Just running, improvising with Jackson. We're going to do that here. They're going zone. I may be able to hit Allen against cover 2. Watch out. Fixing to get hit. Oh, super close. Man, that was almost a touchdown. Or it was going to be close to one. Look at this. Oh, I was running for my life. They blitzed. So it's 4th and 8 on the 31. We're not good enough to make this kick, so I'm just going to go for it. Like, I got a terrible kicker. And if you've been seeing me with my kickoffs today, I just don't think it's a good idea to kick. So let's try this. It's a cover 3. Of course. Face mask to boot. Thank you. Jackson, why not? Incredible ball player. Man, he's just a sophomore. And that's a 15-yarder. Great throw by Jackson. Great catch by Long. We will accept that. And since we're around the goal line, we'll just keep it simple. And we'll go basic power with wishbone tight. We're going to run to the right this time with Newell. Can he get another touchdown on the day? Get a block right there. Thank you. Now it is officially a blowout. We've taken care of business here. 34-9. Well, this is how many C teams have we played this year? That's one thing that's helped us this year. To me, this team is a little bit worse than what we had last year in terms of overall talent. We had an impact halfback last year, and that helped a lot. But this year, our schedule is much worse in conference. Non-conference, we took on Iowa when we beat them. Miami, we had no chance there. But conference-wise, we face more teams that are C level than I faced in a long, long time. Our division just isn't very good. And whoever we drew on the opposite side just wasn't all that great either. I have a feeling the conference title game is going to be a whole lot different. It always is. Everything just kind of gets amped up once you head into postseason play. 1st and 10. I'm going to go back to quarters from nickel. I'm going to pinch in my line. I think we can bench a couple of dudes here in a couple. Oh, he just whiffed on that one. Carter went for the swat. So that's an easy first down. I don't know what. Go back and look at that sign. I don't know what that was, but that was the worst looking thing ever. I don't know if that was a texture glitch of some sort, but man, that looked rough. We're going ace tight. Gun tight, I should say. Play action again. He's open on the right side. That's a good spot to attack quarters. Or that cover 3. 2nd and 7. They're going with a bigger set still. I'm going to say in cover 3.
2nd and 7. Ball on their own 42.
So I enjoy the 4-2-5. Don't get me wrong. It's got some problems I could fix probably in a couple of plays. Like zone blitzing, I like to be able to do more of that instead of having to use nickel all the time. I still enjoy 4-3 a whole lot better. I just schematically it just fits my style better. What I thought about doing on the next Dynasty or the next team I go with, I'm thinking about running a full-blown cover 2, Tampa 2 type of deal. I haven't done that in forever. And I want to go back to controlling the middle linebacker again. Last time I'd done that and really wreaked havoc. Ooh, great play showers. We may get that. Last time I'd done that was with UNLV, and that was several years ago. So good job, Showers. I was able to get around the defensive end. That's his, 3rd sack on the day? You got to remember, their right tackle is pretty awful. So we're taking advantage of that. Always know where their weaknesses are at and do what you can to go against it. So that makes it... I'm going to go triple. And they're going 3-2-5, but it's man. So I'd love to go up the gut, but now they're forcing me to go outside, which is fine. We'll go over here. Nothing up the middle. We'll cut up field. Good pitch, good hit. 1st down with Gardner. I'm going to go split and counter, sweep. I don't see. I'm going to try this AB lead and see if they go 3-4. And they're not. They're going 5-2, so this ain't going to work. The one time I try to attack an odd front coverage, it went nowhere. We're lucky he didn't get hurt. 2nd and 10. I'm going to... There are some formations in this playbook I'm not even using. I'm going to do a play action right here. They're going, I think, man. I may hit... Nope, cover 2. Anybody open? Nope. I'm just going to throw that one away. Good defense. So that makes it, 3rd and long again. I think we're going to try vertical. Looks like I'll be going too long unless they blitz hard. I may just have to run for my life. They're blitzing hard. Great catch. Good throw. It's Jackson's day. We'll go back to triple from normal. Just a weird setup. What do you do with that when they spread out and pinch in? I thought I saw a crease. So that's 2nd and 8? I'm going to try triple from here, and if they go zone. All right, never mind. If they're going man, I was going to try the wide receiver play. which we haven't got to use in a couple of games. We'll go over here. Get upfield. Get upfield. Get upfield. Attaboy, McDaniel. Finally get to run a little dive on the 15. Gardner is still out. I'm going to go power from wide. And now they go 3-4, so this play may not work at all. Just need a block right there. Just enough to get around that guy. Good hit. That dude looks like twice the size of Newell. On the 7. I may keep this simple and just run power the rest of the way. And then we'll take out Gardner and Jackson. Just too easy. Too easy. Too easy. 6 points. Go back and look at here. Just incredible blocking across the board. So let's go take out our studs. We're going to take Jackson out. Put Getsy in. We're going to put Allen right here. One other one I want to check is Pace. I'm going to put Samuel in right there. We'll take Pace out. So all of our impact guys are out except for our corner. I didn't think about that. We could put Carter in. So let's just take out our impact guys. Because I don't have enough depth to do the mass subbing. So I'm going to put Carter in for corner. And corner is actually going to play a little nickel for us if we got to go to nickel. But I'm going to try to keep it with the 4-2-5. So we took out our 3 or 4 best players. Here in another, maybe next year, I can do more mass subs once I get more depth. I just don't have a lot of depth in certain spots. But a great win for us overall. Another good road win, just taking care of business, not turning the ball over a lot. That helps. And it also helps we're going up against a pretty bad team. That is a good matchup for us. So that's another thing I haven't even mentioned. We haven't went up against many impact halfbacks. A lot of it's been pass-heavy teams. I'm going to go cover 3 from 4-2-5. So we are about to hit the 4th quarter. I am going to run clock the rest of the way. Good job. Ow! Nice play. Shut that thing down real quick. 42-9. So we're going to go quarters from nickel. We'll do something like this. Watch out. Oh, he almost caught that, even with the tip. But it's 3rd and long. I don't know if anybody's noticed or have been on the site recently the last couple of days, but I've kind of overhauled it a little bit. I got some exciting things I'm working on. I'll talk all about that somewhere down the road, but I was been working on updating some of my old blog posts, and I was working on that Tampa 2 one. That's a good throw. Ooh, but he dropped it. Ooh, no, I guess that was a good tip by McNeil. Go back and look at this. I think he just made a good play. Oh, I think he just kind of dropped it, but Carter helped right there as well. 4th and 15. Anyway, I was over working on my cover to Tampa 2 blog post. It was a short one. I don't cover too much hard on it. But that made me think, hey, I haven't called that defense in forever. So I may do that in the future. I can sprinkle in a little bit of it here if I felt like it. That may be something. It doesn't really fit the 4-2-5 really well. But anyway, that's something I'll deal with later. I'm going to go BB dive. And they're going 3-4, but they're pinching in their line. We'll go to the right. Just what happened there? Is this the play? I think this is the play where when you flip it, it just doesn't work well. And I think that's, I haven't even touched that play, so I know that's an in-game glitch, like a default glitch. And I've got it written down in my notes. I just got to fix it. Let's go lead from normal.
It's 2nd down and 11 to go. Ball on their own 42.
They're blitzing, or they're double teaming Morris for whatever reason. I'm going to go to the right. I wish my tight end was over there, but I don't want to go up against that impact corner. Let's see if we can get a couple first downs to really juice this clock. Get a block right there. And Gardner's the one that's making the... I forgot that he is in this formation sub. 3rd and inches. We'll go tackle. They'll probably go goal line on us, and they are.
Ball right around midfield.
So this is a formation. It's just built into the game. And they're going to give us a first down. That pretty much sums up Kent State's night. Just give us a first down like that.
The defense lends them a hand.
Let me see what I got here. I'm going to go split. I'm going to go read. I'm going to let Gatsy throw a little bit.
First and 10. Ball on the 42.
Unfortunately, they're going man. I wasn't really expecting. I may hit that curl or the post. We'll go to one of the receivers. We'll get this clock down a little bit. And we'll just read the safeties and go to whoever we got to go to. Cover one. Oop, went to the wrong dude. Ended up being a good throw. I hit the wrong button. I was supposed to go to the curl. My bad. Wasn't paying attention. I'm going to go wide. Let's go inside smash.
Second down and 3 to go.
I was hoping they go 3-4, but they switched to the 5-2. So this play may not work.
It's a full house backfield.
We'll go to the left. I'd like to get about 2 more first downs. I may be able to run out the rest of the clock. I'm going to try. Get to the... Oop, nope. I should have... That's a fumble. Nope, thankfully. I should have stayed inside on. You could tell this play is forcing you to go inside. I goofed up. There was a crease right there. That's just my fault. I thought I didn't see anything there. But apparently there wasn't. So let's go 3rd and 4. What do I have here? I'm going to go corners.
3rd and 4.
Unfortunately, they're going zone, so I can really only go to the flat or to the drag.
They better block that.
I probably should have ran the ball.
Looking to make something happen.
We're going to go 4 on 4th anyways, because my kicker can't make that kick.
He drops
Let's do this, and he's stuck. Dang it. Dang it.
Wants to
That's
throw
intercepted.
outside.
Ooh, no, it's not. It's just, again, we're just really clicking on in the passing game. I had plenty of time to throw. I thought that was going to get picked easily, but I forgot that safety's terrible. So we're on the 9. I'm going to try dive again from slot. Maybe they'll go 3-4. They're going 3-4,
Red zone.
and they're splitting their line.
The most.
Now they're pinching in. They can't make up their mind what they want.
Resulted in a touchdown.
I'm going to go to the right. Stay away from those impact guys. The clock has stopped, so let's go ahead and snap it. Just nothing up the middle.
Down. Gain of a yard by the fullback.
On the 8, I'm going to go split. We're going to run triple. Now, I know Getsy can't run triple. He's just not fast enough, but we can still pitch it if needed.
The defense sets up with 5 defensive
That
line.
makes it... I'm gonna go to the... Yeah, we'll go to the right. I'd love to just go up the gut. Let's just go ahead and do that. Ah, they just plugged it up so well. That their starting defensive tackle is pretty good. I think he was, what, an 84 overall or something? So we're going to run it here. If we don't get this, then I can kick a field goal.
The Zips with a full house backfield.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to run out the clock. They're going to get the ball back and run a couple of plays before this thing ends. I'm going to try to stay in bounds if I don't get a touchdown here.
Gardner.
But we're going to get a touchdown with Gardner. Might as well.
Touchdown.
48-9. 49-9 after we hit this extra point. I did not mean for Gardner to be out there, but remember he's a 3rd stringer when I flipped him in the depth chart. And we had, I think Newell was set or was gassed. Him or Allen, one of the two.
And he hits the PAT. So with just over a minute to go.
So back to defense, and we're still several plays out from finishing this.
Looks like they're ready.
Because you know they're going to keep throwing. At least they got their backups in now.
Here's the kick.
Their impact guys are not out there on the kickoffs. That tells you they are done for the night. They finally called it quits.
This defense did a good job on the last series. They forced the offense to go 3.
I'm going to go cover 3 from 4-2-5.
They'll go to work at the 18. With the way the score
Look at that, a 4-3 defense.
Why not try a new quarterback? Back to pass.
He's going to pass. This is their backup who can run a little bit. I think he's got, what, 72 speed?
It looks like he was hurt.
And his first play in, he injures his hand. God, what a terrible game for Kent State. Like, just you name it. It's gone awful. But, man, did they look good. Man, those are good-looking uniforms. 1st and 10. So now they got their 3rd stringer out there. Let's see what this guy can do. Jackson is your MVP of the game, and this may be his best game of his career so far. We'll look at those stats here in a little bit. Halfback direct, make a tackle, or don't. Corner made the tackle. Now, we may get a holding here. I think corner was held. We'll accept that. 1st and 20. And we'll stay in quarters from nickel. The clock's still going.
The golden flashes come out in a shotgun.
Again, I don't have the depth. Ooh, they went a little P.E. Reed. I don't have the depth to really go mass subs in certain spots, so I just have to do it manually for a few of the key players on our team.
2nd and long coming up here. Ball on the 26. 4 wide.
This may be the last play, or maybe the play after. So their backup is back in. I guess it wasn't too serious. I think he got hit when he threw it. 3rd and forever. They're doing that. I'm going to go cover 2 man. Normally I don't call this on 3rd down. But I don't want this guy to have all day to throw. I want people to get covered. Oh, off the back foot. Good throw. And they may not even punt this one. I hope they don't. That should be it right there. 49-9. Again, great win. Great way to end the regular season. We are officially 9-2. We have good vibes all around heading in to the conference title game. We're going to just fair catch that one and officially end it. 49-9. Let's check out some stats. I forgot. There we go. Winner of the wagon wheel. This is our rival. I did not remember that. I'm sure some Akron fans could have pointed that out to me, but again, I just never looked into that hard. But we are the winners of the wagon wheel. We're keeping it home. I always forget that last conference game is usually your rival. Your biggest one, at least. Let's check out some stats. 493 to 143. Bulk of that was obviously in the first half. 244 yards rushing, but 249 yards passing. Like nobody was expecting that. Their poor offensive line and their pass-heavy attack forced a lot of sacks on them, I feel like. We were 3rd down, 87%, and they were only 25%. Just a complete beatdown. We had the 1 turnover in the game. Actually, if you go back, I think we had like all of the penalties go our way. We had 3 and they had 5. Just a lot of penalties in general. I just don't remember us having any big ones. You look here, Jackson, 8 of 10, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. Then you go here, he had 120 yards on the ground, but he didn't have a touchdown on the ground. But Gardner had 3 and Newell had 2. Receiving, Newell, he was the big player of the game in that front. 108 yards. He didn't get in the end zone that way. Did he get in the end zone at all? Yeah, he did get on the ground at least. Williams had a really good game. 2 receptions, 60 yards. One of them was a touchdown. And Morris got her touchdown. So our 2 receivers got 2 touchdown apiece, which is very rare in this offense. Defensively, Showers led in tackles. A lot of that was the sacks. You see tackles for loss. He led there, and he led in sacks. I guess he was our MVP on defense today. Interceptions, we didn't have any. All right, let's get out of here. We got some stuff to look at. I'm going to go here. I'm going to hit no. We're going to sub the week or sim it. And I will we can look at the Sports Illustrated stuff for this one. It's week 15 where I feel like nobody hardly plays, so we're not going to bother looking at that. But what we can do, you notice here we got 1 bye week left. I want to go over here, look at the top 25. So there we are. We are ranked now back in the top 25. We beat Kent State, Ohio State, Colorado, Texas A&M got upset. Then you got Arizona State, Georgia, South Carolina, BYU, Miami, Texas Tech, Auburn over NC State. That's a late non-conference matchup. Tennessee over Vanderbilt. Go Vols. Then you got LSU getting upset by Arkansas. Michigan won. Purdue and Florida. Let's go over to Sports Illustrated. Bowl rankings Florida State, Michigan, Miami, USC, and Georgia. Looks like I don't know, it's going to be kind of a tight race. There's still quite a bit left to be played. Top 25, we know we're in the top 25 now, but I'm going to go over to Heisman Watch. Adrian Peterson, quarterback for Purdue. Kirsch, I guess that's how you say his last name. Lorenzo Booker's been on this list pretty much all season, so has Danny Ware. And Tereshinsky, the quarterback for Georgia. Looks like Georgia's had a really good season overall. Awards finalists. We're up for a couple. I'll quickly go through these and I'll show you where we're at. I want to check out the Walker Award. Is Gardner, he's been stuck at 9th, it seemed like the entire time. Let's keep on going. The Remington, I know our center, he's in 5th place. Thorpe, there's Carter. I don't think he'll get any higher than that. But the Coach of the Year Award, there we are. We have a chance to win this thing. Bowl projections, I think they still have us as the #1 MAC team. You go down here. If we win, we'll go to the Motor City Bowl against Penn State. That would be interesting. Who's 4-7. Somehow they expect them to get in the bowl with that loss, with that terrible record. Players of the Week, Robert Meacham. Incredible ball player back in the day for Tennessee. Made some big plays for us. Purdue, outside linebacker, had a good game. Let's go to the MAC. Halfback for Ohio had a good game. He didn't do much against us. I don't remember that he did. And an outside linebacker for Central Michigan had a pretty good game. So you go to conference standings. As we know, we are done. We have won our division. You go over to the West, though. Oh, wow, it's tied. So it's all depends on who won the tiebreaker. That'll be interesting. We're going to find out once we simulate this bye week. But let's go over to here. We look at our team info screen. Patterson is out for a couple more weeks. Looks like he's been out all season, it feels like. But he doesn't play much. Jackson, Gardner, Williams, Carter, and Pace. That's been consistent the entire time. So let's go back to our schedule. The bye week. Let's sim this. And we're not going to look at the Sports Illustrated. We're going to go straight to, we're going to look at the conference title matchups. And we're going to look at who we're about to go up against. We're going to find out real quick. It's Eastern Michigan. There you go. So we're going to check them out. What I do want to do is go over to this right here. This is the conference title week. So it's us and Eastern Michigan, LSU and Georgia, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Florida State, Georgia Tech, and then ECU and Tulsa. But let's go over back to Sports Illustrated. Let's go and look at Eastern Michigan's stat line. We'll go here. They got a middle linebacker that is out who is apparently leading in interceptions as well. You look, they got destroyed by Central Michigan in their last game. So they're limping in to the conference title game. Interesting. Their quarterback has some decent numbers. Looks like they got a running back that's not doing a whole lot, and they got a receiver putting up almost 100 yards a game. And a bunch of random dudes on defense. So we're going to check out the stat line. And here we go. They got a little bit more talent than we do, but not a whole lot. 7-4, but they've lost 2 in a row, so something's not jiving with them at the moment. Offensively, they're just not the greatest in the world. Looks like they could pass halfway decent. It looks like their defense is what's carried them a lot this year. 31st overall in total defense. Looks like their pass defense is good, but we're not going to attack that super hard. I mean, we're going to try, but it's our rushing attack is what really gets things going. But another reason why they're having a good season, turnover differential. This is the most important stat in all of football. Keep the turnovers down. Force turnovers, and both teams are doing that in spades. So there you go. This is the MAC title game. Hopefully we can win our first one. That way I can update my overlay, and then we can say we are trying to seek our second MAC title heading into next season. Should be a lot of fun. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.